Welcome back to AM Northwest. Cold and windy weather is inevitable this time of year, and that can wreak havoc on our gardens unless we know how to protect them. Here with, as always, helpful tips, we welcome back Executive Director of Growing Gardens, Jason Skipton. Great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
And you look all nice and
trimmed up.
Looks
I'm ready.
good.
Ready for winter.
So let's talk about getting ready for winter then, because there's a lot we need to do.
Yeah, and it's coming.
So we don't lose any.
Right?
Yeah.
So wind is like a really big issue right now. Like there's going to be cold weather coming up next week. It's going to be down into like potentially freezing. So you want to think, especially if you've planted newer plants. Like let's say this is like the really great time to plant blueberries. If you've got blueberries out there and they're smaller plants, you really have to protect them because plants can get frostbite. They can actually have their limbs get so cold that they turn black and then break off. Right? So not great for plants to have that right now. But I would recommend is kind of basically creating a wind break. Right, so this is just a square tomato cage. Just do it in half. You're gonna have like a footing at the bottom that you can put right into the ground. Get something like a reame, something that's going to then create a cover for this, and then use clothespins. And just take a clothespin and then put those on here. You could also use a piece of cardboard. You could use a burlap sack, something that's going to then block the wind from hitting the plants too hard. You don't have to keep it up forever, but as we start to see those nights temperatures start to dip and you feel that east wind, that cutting east wind, you're gonna know that that's the time to go out there and protect your plants. Also, we've talked a lot about irrigation. I love irrigation, drip irrigation, I'm a big fan of it. But what you need to do is remove this from your faucet. Because if not, what will happen is all of the water that's passing through here will freeze and then you'll break this. Right? The other thing too, it says it's off. But what you need to do is on the back side is you actually need to remove the batteries so that this does not continue to be working and have electricity to it. Right? So remove the batteries and have those set aside. And like get prepared for your irrigation to then be not frozen, which then will break all of the tubing that you've then laid over the spring and summertime. So remove this, like this is the time to do it now. Don't wait until it freezes.
Shouldn't you also protect your outdoor faucets as well?
Definitely, definitely get one of those like insulated bags to then support it as well. This is the time to do it because when it gets too cold and it freezes, then it's too late. And you got a problem.
That's not fun. Okay, you've got all sorts of goodies here.
Like,
what is
lots of stuff I want to talk about. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think this amazing yellow fruit is right here?
It smells like apples.
Okay, you're close.
But I honestly don't know.
Do you see this like little fuzz that's on here? Kind of looks like maybe like peach fuzz. This is a quince.
Oh yes, of
course.
This
is like the tremendous fruit of quince. A lot of people don't know about it. It's a really it's this combination between a pear and an apple.
I love quince paste.
Right? Quince paste is amazing, right?
So
you can do that. So these grow here. Right? So this is the time now. Go out, look in the farmer's market, look for what's out there. Also look in your neighborhood. There's a lot of plants out there. There's a lot of quince and people don't know what to do with it.
So are you saying we can plant these now? What are you saying about plants?
To harvest these.
To harvest
So people have planted these, but then they don't know what to do with the fruit. So go out there, talk to your neighbors, see what's out there. Also go to the farmer's market and buy these. So these do need to be cooked to get to the quince paste.
Quince paste,
right?
Which
so you need
is
to cook
so
them
good. If you haven't tried that, that's so yummy.
Please try it. It's
really
for
good.
me, it's like this very tropical fruit that's out there.
Love it. Love it. Okay.
I would also say, pruning right now. So what we have here, this is crab apple. And it's going to look, some of the crab apples are starting to kind of rot and things like that. But a lot of times people will want to go through and prune this. Leave this on for right now. All of these crab apples that you see here, this is food for birds.
Oh, of course.
Right, so in January, in February, they'll come through your plant and they'll pick it all off. Right, and then you can prune. Right, so leave these for now. Also start to think about how much heavy and weights are being put onto these trees and branches, and you might need to preemptively prune so that they don't rip and break off of the tree. So good time to do that now, and also check in and see what's out there. I would say another couple of things that we have here, right? We have some winter squash. What I want to talk about is storage. You've taken all the time to grow butternuts, this is a Robin's coconut, really cool squash. Or you've grown onions, right? You've grown these onions that are here. Or maybe you've done tomatoes, right? You've canned up tomatoes or garlic. So you need to think about airflow, right? You don't want to then stack them into something where your onions won't get airflow because then they'll rot.
Oh.
There is a very little bit of water in here.
Yeah.
And you need airflow to happen. So what I do is I get like these, these bins that have airflow holes to them.
Yeah.
So then your
so it's okay
onions
like
don't
that.
rot. Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
You can actually divide them out into other ones. What I wanted to also do was show you, as you're using your onions, right?
Yeah.
You get these outer layers.
Sure.
That are, maybe sometimes people is like, oh, let's put them in the compost. I would say please don't compost these.
Oh,
you can use them in two purposes.
Okay.
So onion powder. Do you use onion powder at all?
Yeah,
I use onion powder all the time.
Yeah.
This is onion powder. So what you can do is get yourself a grinder and grind the onion skins into onion powder.
Who knew?
Right? You can also, I love to make veggie stock. You can take these and put these into the big pot that you're making veggie stock out of and use these.
Okay.
Don't throw them away. A lot of really good uses out of these.
Okay. Now, I'm seeing like dirt on some of those.
Yeah,
so
you might brush those off. I think the important part is like, where these came from.
Yes,
right?
true.
These were grown by me. Maybe you bought them from a farmer's market. But if they're really, this is actually not
too
dirt.
bad. Okay.
But
oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's actually just a part of the skin.
Yeah.
But if there is dirt, take that off or brush that off.
Okay.
And then use it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onion powder, but also great for stock. And then here's a big one really around how to then create garlic braids. The other idea is like you can store these, in a cool, dry place, maybe a basement. And basically this creates airflow for your garlic not only to cure, but also not rot.
Yeah.
Big point right now. Like take that time to be prepared and get things ready because they'll just last longer. Like these onions will last all the way through spring. These squash, these butternut squash, will last all the way into springtime.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So we have geraniums, and we still have them in the pots in the front of the house.
Yeah.
So should we cut them all down and then store them like in our greenhouse, or what do you think we should do?
If you have a greenhouse, yes, that'd be great. If you don't have a greenhouse, so I'd say start to prune them back.
Yeah.
And then,
Storage
like bring
unit.
them inside.
Yeah.
Because what can happen, those pots get really cold.
Yeah.
And then the soil might freeze, and then you actually might rot the root that's on the inside. So yeah, bring them inside. If you have, bring them into the basement.
But should I cut them down?
Yeah, I would prune them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Back
Good
to
question.
just little. All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions you wanted to cover? I see some. What did we have?
Yeah,
here?
these are some zip ties here. So the idea was if you don't have like a rematch or a cover, what you could then use is use your tomato cage and then get a piece of cardboard.
Right.
And then basically just take
Wrap
your
it around.
zip ties and then create your wind barrier. That's the really like important part. I would also say too, if people have questions for me, like we want to know, like ask. Like these are the things that we want people to know and have the ability to ask questions, and it could be wild questions. Like it's totally okay.
Well, you don't know some of our viewers. So if you have a gardening question for Jason, just send it to us and Jason will answer in an upcoming segment. So all you have to do is just email your questions to amnw@katu.com with the subject line question for Jason. There we go. Jason, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great stuff. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. Excellent, sir.